This is our first breaking news report, and it couldn't be bigger.
Thank you, Johnny, for that intro. Hey guys, welcome back to the SSN Network, where we go over the Cold War. In this video, we're going to be going over the Marshall Plan and multiple other leading events that caused the Cold War. And without any further ado, WHAP class, I hope you enjoy. Let's get this video started. So, number one, the Marshall Plan. This was executed by Harry S. Truman in 1952 and started in 1947. The main purpose of this was to ultimately help and recover the economic systems that were in the country at the nation at the time, to recover from World War II, and just to help the nation in general, and to limit the communist effects that it had on the nation. Coming up in number two is the Berlin Crisis, otherwise known as the Airlift. This was also executed by Harry S. Truman, and the main reason for this was because of all the immediate crisis that was happening in Berlin. Harry S. Truman wanted some of the supplies to come across to get to its west part of the city. However, this was not possible just because of the fact that the Soviet Union was trying to create a blockade to block the East from supplying its materials to the West. And that's pretty much why this started. Number three on our list is Nato. As most of us know, this is the National Atlantic Treaty Organization, which ultimately helped unify all the nations and helped repay for all the destruction and all the crises that happened after World War II. This was also executed by Harry S. Truman and occurred in his era. Next up is the Cuban Missile Crisis. As most of us know, in 1962, the Soviet Union started to install war missiles to launch the U.S. from Cuba. But eventually, the U.S. was able to figure this out and created an agreement that ultimately stopped the brink of war between the two nations. And they created an agreement that temporarily helped reduce the cause of World War II. And yeah, that's pretty much what happened. Now, we'll be right back onto this list, but first, a quick word from our producer.
We're not a gym, we're Planet Fitness.
That's why I don't like gyms.
Well, Carrie, we're not a gym. We're Planet Fitness. You can work out however you want, and there's absolutely no fights to the death.
Well, that's a plus.
Tons of equipment, helpful staff, no gym intimidation. Only $10 a month. We're not a gym, we're Planet Fitness.
Welcome back, everybody. Hope you guys enjoyed that quick note from our producers. And without any further ado, let's get back onto this list. Coming up next is the Korean War. As most of us know, I should probably stop saying that. But anyways, as most of us know, the Korean War was started because of Korea, China, and the Soviet Union all wanted the Korean Peninsula to be a communist area. However, South Korea didn't want this, so what ultimately ended up happening was North Korea started to charge into South Korea and set off a war. The Vietnam War. This was started mainly because of all the imperialism and colonialism that was happening within Europe's nation, and that's ultimately how the Vietnam War started. As most of us know this term, not many of us actually know the reason why it started. Let's move on to the next source. And last, but certainly not least, and probably one of my favorite categories of all time, space. But not only space, the space race. Now, as most of us know, the space race was compromised of both the U.S. nation and other nations around the world to find a way to get in Earth's orbit and also get into the moon, but mainly around Earth's orbit. And what ultimately, the goal of this was to pretty much be able to launch weapons from space down onto the planet and used as war weapons mainly. That's the whole reason they wanted to accomplish this goal. And yeah, that's pretty much all there is to talk about. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you guys enjoyed the message from our producer, and that's gonna be the end of this video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and until next time, guys. Peace.